So in this video, we're assuming that you've opted in for the SmartBenefits self-service process, that you're allowing your participants to submit benefit status change requests and benefit category change requests via their SmartTrip account. So our starting point for this video will be the SmartTrip account for Jane Doe, who we added in an earlier video. We'll show you what Jane would be doing, and then we'll show you on the employer side how you'll be responding to Jane's request. And it is important to emphasize that Jane is making a request. So whatever change she's asking for doesn't take effect until you as the employer approve that change. This is the card summary screen. Jane has already logged into her SmartTrip account. She selected her SmartTrip card number, and as you can see in the bottom right corner, there's a link that says Manage Smart Benefits. So we'll click that link. In this case, since this is Jane's first time using SmartBenefits, she has to agree to the terms and conditions, so we're going to assume that Jane is going to click yes. And here we are on the SmartBenefits dashboard. And as you can see, Jane has selected, or you can see the benefit that we had previously assigned to Jane when we added her, which is $200 for transit, $65 for parking. And what we're going to do first is process a change. So Jane's going to go ahead and click change. Jane wants to change her parking amount. The parking fees have dropped, so she's going to only request $50. She'll enter $50 for parking. You can see that automatically recalculated to $250. Jane will click continue. Because there's already a commuter benefit category in your system that has 200 in transit and 50 for metro parking, we got a perfect match. Click continue again. We're asking her to confirm that that's what she wants, and we'll click confirm. And then she'll get a confirmation email indicating what her selection was. This request has now been added to your side of the system in a change request page, which we'll look at in a moment. And then once you make a decision either to approve her change or reject her change, she'll get a notification email indicating what your decision was. In the meantime, this summarizes Jane's status as far as this request is concerned. Right here, we're predicting what the earliest start date would be for this change, assuming you approve it. Today, in real time, is May 6, 2019. Then if you approve this change by your order deadline, which is the WMATA order deadline, typically the 15th of the month, this change would take effect as of June 1st, 2019. If for some reason you don't approve this change by your order deadline, then the system will automatically update this on Jane's SmartBenefits dashboard. So let's say, for example, you didn't approve this change until May 16th. The earliest effective start date would change to July 1st automatically. So we're going to go ahead and click back. And then you can see on the SmartBenefits dashboard for Jane the pending change link, and if Jane clicks on that, it'll show her all of that same information again, noting that the approval is pending. So next, the next action is on you as the employer, and so we'll go back to SmartBenefits. You've logged in to SmartBenefits. You're at our homepage. You will click Program Management, and then you will click the Change Request tab. Right now, there are two pending requests, and we're going to go ahead and pick Jane's request. If you wanted to approve both of these simultaneously, you could click the checkbox up here, and that will pick them all. For now, we're just going to work on Jane's, so we're going to click Jane's. And notice that each time we click the button, that's when the approve and reject buttons are highlighted. Just like any other change, you can only approve or reject these changes from the first of the month through your order deadline, again, typically the 15th of the month. Let's take a look at what Jane is asking for. So you have her last name, first name. There's the user-defined key. For this, we just show the last 4 digits of her SmartTrip card number as a reference. There's the date she made the request. This is the date the request will take effect if you approve it by your order deadline. Her current benefit status is enrolled. This is her current benefit category. This is the change request. So she's asking to change it to T200P50. And the monthly benefit, if the benefit category is changing, will reflect the amount for the new category, not the old category. For example, you have to update your internal systems, whether it be a payroll system or a different system, to indicate that now Jane is only getting $250. You have that here as a reference. You can have your internal system open, you can make the change, and once you're satisfied, you can click approve. Jane comes off the list. Her change is now reflected on the employee list. So if we go back to the employee list, and there's Jane, and the benefit category previously was T200 P65, and it's now T200 P50. Jane will get an email indicating that you've approved her change, and if we go back to her SmartBenefits dashboard and we refresh this page, you can see down in the corner where it was a pending change is now back to a regular change. Why? Because in the upcoming monthly benefit, it now says $250. Let's fast forward to next year, and let's assume that Jane is going to be traveling out of town for a month, and so we want to put her benefit on hold for the month that she's on travel. So Jane could come in and make the change again through her dashboard. She could click change status. She'll select on hold. We're warning her that when she makes this request, she can't make any other changes to her status until you either approve or reject the request. And you can see now her status, because it's pending, she's currently enrolled, but the system is going to change it to on hold if you approve it. If you reject it, it would leave it at enrolled. It shows that the approval is pending. It shows the earliest effective date is June 1st, 2019, which again makes sense because she submitted the request ahead of the WMATA order deadline, which is the 15th of the month. Because she can't make any other changes at this point, her change status drop-down box has grayed out. If we go back to the employer page and we go program management, and we go back to change requests, there's Jane again. And this time, as you look at and this is where you would key in on the change request column. So you see that this is hold, it's bolded, and the corresponding change is now in the benefit status category. So her current status is enrolled, which is also bolded. In this case, the monthly benefit stayed at $250 because her benefit category is not changing. So that remains at $250. If we go back to Jane's SmartBenefits dashboard, we had approved Jane's change request to be put on hold, and now her status is on hold, and this would be her for the upcoming month, which would be June 1st. If you have questions, you can always go to help. You can take advantage of our Getting Started with Smart Benefits guide. You can also attend our webinars, or you can attend our in-person seminars, and we give those periodically throughout the year. You can contact customer support at 202-962-1326.